There we go. Right, there's a 6. 2 3s and a 1. It's 13. I re-roll the 1. Obviously, I can't get worse. And you know, most of the best rolls are going to be that I burn an assist. How much does it help get the high number? 12. 12. Okay, if I get a 4, doesn't really change that much. Okay, if I get a 6, if I get a 5 or a 6, I solve it in 2 dice. If I get a 5 or a 6, I solve it in 2 dice, and then I can pick up food. So that don't seem like a bad idea to me. Right now, I'd have to use all of these and the special tools. Five or 6. One, 2, and 3 doesn't matter. And if I get a 4, obviously that's bad because it doesn't benefit me at all. But if I get a 5 or 6, I'm trading 1 assist for more food. I don't think I need the food that bad. Just take a bit of pressure off keeping everybody's dice up. Captain. Commander's got 5, Specialist's got 4. How much has the Commander got? I can't remember. Where's the Commander? Commander's down there. I think Commander's got 4. Need a 5 save a die. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I came up with. Then obviously that would spend an assist. The Commander's on 4. And we don't need the food. I'll lose the assist. On the other hand, it's +1 food, and you know I can always visit the lab this turn probably because there's an event here, isn't there? In greenhouse, there's an event in operations, so the captain's going to operations. The commander, yeah, because you know at the end of the day, I'm probably only going to put 1 person in maintenance and then the other person, unless I send someone to the med bay, the other person can always pick up more assists anyway. Although only 2. Or I could send somebody to the med bay instead. Or I don't even pick up assists. I can and just send somebody to the med bay. I'm gonna do it. I hope I don't roll a 4. Oh, come on! Oh, come on. Fine. Alright, you're getting decided I was being too greedy. God damn it. God damn it, Joy! Right. Okay, Captain. Damn. I can't do both. One off. One short. I do have the duct tape. Alright, I'm gonna use the duct tape because I kind of want both. You know, alternatively, I use like 6 and 5 or 6 and 6 and 3. And I save dice and I re-roll it and try to get. And then I save duct tape. You know, I could have terrible luck and get another 4. I'm just going to use duct tape. What do I get? Supplements. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It was one lower than a perfect roll. Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go to the med bay. I could stay in here because I only really need to make the equivalent of a pair to get another. I can't remember what dice I put in here though. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I don't have any dice in there. Okay. Alright, it's not like I need the food anyway. I don't know how much I want to repair the ship for. I don't really need the med bay on these. I suppose the commander wouldn't mind the med bay. They just don't gain as much benefit from it. I've got to send somebody to ship repair. I think I send the specialist. I'm gonna send the specialist here. They got the highest chance of making pairs and stuff. And then I think I'm gonna go to med bay, and we're gonna aim for. Kind of want both. That's really good, but that's going to help with her maybe. Both of these are good options right now because her stress is going to get, you know, mitigated by the fact that she can pair it up with somebody who's got low stress. So I could skip sensitives this turn and I could go straight for sensitives. And in fact, if the commander goes first, and yeah, commander can go first. Commander. Oh wait, sensitives get wasted on the captain. But it increases the chance that spec gets more repairs in. So. I think. I'm tempted to go with its supplements. So, commander's going to go first. End up in the med bay and heal, then spec's going to go to the end of the ship. Sensitive recipients get them so high they leave orbit and return home. That's not a better suggestion. Right, okay, that's what I'm going to do. Right, so yeah, commander's going to try and heal. And then probably, even though I don't get a dice on the captain, probably get stimulants. Alright, there's the heal. It doesn't matter too much. I suppose I've got less chance of... Yeah, okay. Let's reroll that too, to what I get. Four. That's unfortunate because I've already got a 4. Obviously, I could have rerolled these, but I'm not going to. I can't now anyway. Put that over there for no reason. There we go. Now the spec. And I may as well aim for sensitives now since I don't have supplements, should I? I mean, it's not that bad. She could actually be more stressed before I use the sensitives. I think he might only be on 20-ish. Yeah, okay. Aim for supplements. Right, that's a good start. It's a shame it's 4s, then I've already got 4s. Right, let's roll again. Or I could start banking. A reasonable chance of rolling another 4, and I'm going to roll again, see what I get. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. Right. Wow. Stress decreased for Alison. Everybody's going to have no stress. Plus 1 shit, minus 1 health. We don't really need more shit. I can take this. Food. Yep. Oh, you! I completely forgot about Hell Week. Yeah, you're right. True. Yeah, week 5, Hell Week. Here we go. Alright, I don't need to worry about restoring dice that much because I've got supplements. Stasis. I had that on my game 22 too. That was the one that I beat with disaster reduced to survive. It's in my puzzle thread. I've got a screenshot of a one where I've got like this, and then there's like a 9 here, I think, and then there's like another. I can't remember what's down here. 15, I think. Yeah, there's like a 9 here, 15. And then there's like another one that I'm going to fix here. It's like in the 20s. And then I've got campfire at the front. You have to fix them all. Right. Okay then. This looks like an annoying turn. Stimulants. You know, it's only 2-3. But I'm most likely going to have to send 2 people here, so I'm going to face these twice. So stimulants isn't a terrible idea. Supplements won't help me on this turn. It will mostly only help me on the next one. In terms of that, everybody won't get any dice from it this turn. That said, it doesn't really matter when I get this. So I can pick this up straight away and still build up for research. I don't know if I will or not. Now, yeah. I don't really need this anymore. At all. So, I'm tempted with the stimulants. Of course, that's assuming that I even send everybody into the campfire. I could ignore it this turn. I could send Commander here for 3 dice. It only technically gain 1 if I'm giving him 1 from this as well. The Commander would do a great job on this on his own. She'd also be really good over here. I think the main deciding factor here is going to be health and assists. The captain has the most health. The captain should do this with somebody else. Who's he going to do it with? I think the captain and the commander to him might be overkill. Then again, I can save this for another turn. In that case, because their dice is going to be really good in here. So okay, let's say we take the commander and the captain here. Then maybe the tech and the specialist to finish it off and pick up more food. I think that's what I'm going to do. Does that music do? Right, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, commander. It's a shame you don't get the benefit of supplements this turn, but yeah. Okay. Who's going to end up here? Maybe nobody. Tech. Maybe the specialist. Yeah, maybe the specialist. So someone might end up getting taken here. That's good because I already hit 1 hazard. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this. I could grab the dice. Still reduce it by 13, which is going to be easy for the captain, I think. Yep. In fact, I should put the 2 in there. Then the captain's got the choice of putting 2 in there if he doesn't roll his ability. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Captain, let's go. Let's get this one done. So I'm going to speed things up a bit. Obviously, that sucked. And this is why I've said the captain here, because he had the health to actually tank that. But are you kidding me? So much injury. I feel like I'm falling behind on assists somehow. You know what it was? It was that decision last turn where I got greedy in the greenhouse and burned my assist, and now it's making me pay for it for being greedy. All right, okay. Right. Well, you don't need a 5 in here. All he needs is a 2 over there. That's all he needs. Most I can see, the least I can solve it in is 2. So 5 and 6, that's fine. That's perfect. Then 5, and I've got a 1 to reroll, or you know, to use for something. So that's perfect, I think. like these. I want to roll a 3. Come on. No! It's a 1 again. Right, okay. I'm not 100% this is going to be useful, but I can save a dice if I bite now. That, I know I don't need that. That's too early to get. I'm going to take this. Repair arm, okay. Right. I mean, at the end of the day, I could even just ignore this and we could all pile on this with the stasis. That said, that's got an injury dice. So I kind of don't want to go in there without assists. So let's do the tech and see if we can get some assists first. Yeah. Kind of a shame. It's going to be quite hard to pull off, I think. I need to roll pretty high here, but it's possible. Oh wow, that void would be annoying. Right, okay. I need 3 dice to solve that. I've done it in 3 dice. So that's great. I'll probably bank the 4 as well. So that's a good. That's great. You know, I was not going to get 3 out of that, but that's great. Thanks to Dice Whisperer. Why the sharp edges? Right. Chip's still alive. Hey, Miss Punker. Yeah, we're still alive. Right, here we go. We got assist. Now, obviously, I can still die, but I'd have to be really unlucky and roll 5 6s. I've rolled 5 6s before, and I forgot to screenshot it. So, guys, remind me, if I do actually roll 5 6s and I don't die from it, you know, later, remind me to screenshot it, because I forgot to screenshot the last time I rolled 5 6s. Okay, let's go. And then, if there's anything I want to buy, I don't really need supplements. Repair arm, maybe. If I've got to repair something, I'll buy a repair arm. There's only be 2 repair there, that's kind of unfortunate. No, that's good. Okay, if I did buy something, I'm going to grab sedatives. Alright. That's pretty good. I have 14. I need to roll 9. Let's see how we do. Oh, thank you. Alright. Just what we needed. Just do it. Let's get more 23. And we didn't hit any hazards, so we've got 3 assists going into the next turn. And I could. Let's roll again. No. Let's go. And obviously, yeah, I was right. The prevent stasis came handy because it let me reroll. There we go. And that's Hell Week done. Game's easy if you can just tell it what dice you want and it gives it to you. Yeah, yeah. Game. Just keep rolling sixes until I say start, okay? Right, plus 2 assist, obviously useless. Minus 1 shit, not preferable. Plus 1 food. Minus health, obviously that's kind of annoying. But plus 1 food, I don't have any in stock, so that's not bad. We don't straight away. I think I'm going to take this. Tech can always end up with the med bay. It's an easy week, week 4. The remaining weeks are the hard ones. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. The remaining weeks are the hard ones. So I can still. Obviously, I can't send 2 people to the med bay, but I've got traces of who to send there. Minus 1 shit. Neither of the options are bad. I mean, obviously that's useless because I can't have more assists, but it's only minus 1 shit. I'm going to take this one anyway. Because reasons. There we go. Overwatering plants. We got another one in front of the ship. Module fail. Now I'm gonna aim. Obviously, I'm gonna try and aim for supplements again. We don't really need this. Repair arm. No. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and aim for supplements, which would mean moving the commander and the captain first, and not being worried if I don't get it to solve their. Not being worried if I don't increase their dice. So obviously, commander's not going to increase his dice. When they get humans food. Right, so commander goes here. Captain goes here. Then one of these two fixes this, and then somebody else does something else. Maybe tech to medbay, I think. Now that's assuming, of course, that it's safe to send the captain over here, which it's. You know, I kind of hope that I don't hit any twos. No, I'm quite like to hit them, so I don't know if I can increase assist. No. Okay. That's tricky. With the health remaining of the remaining people, that's tricky. Kind of don't want to hit any things here. So, that said, what I'll probably do is send the commander here, then the tech will vanish. If I go here, I've got to roll 2-5+. It's kind of annoying. I've only got to roll. I might skip the med bay on the tech, and the tech's going to end up in here and try and roll a 5 and some pairs. Let's see how it goes. If I have to take a risk, I have to take a risk. You know, I could even let this. I don't have to. Yeah, I can let this ship. I can let this hurt me, so I don't have to risk my crew here. Right. Commander. You know, obviously I would like to get Mando over here, but you know, here's good too. I could walk the commander through the ship. I'd only be taking 1 health damage. Commander walks through the ship. Then the captain moves here. That's a good move too. The commander, you know what? Well, I will reduce it a lot, but either way I use sis, which is kind of annoying. Right, okay, now I'm going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to take the 1 movement damage, change the plan, and I'm going to go straight through. And we're going to reduce this as much as possible. Are you kidding me? He almost died! How many injury dice do you want to roll, sir? How many injury dice? Look, you've got 4 max health, yeah? But how many injury dice do you want to roll? Okay. Those injury dice. Look at those injury dice. Commander's trying to die on me. That's harsh. He actually took damage there. On top of the movement damage. At the start, there's an expression some crew died. Oh right, yeah, where they get? Yeah, that's true. Right, I understand. Yeah, somebody dies. Actually, two people die in the start of the game. One of them gets blasted off in space, I think, and the other one is dead in the med base somehow. I guess he was inside the ship, and maybe he fell into the ship before it sealed itself. I don't know. But anyway, this is obviously bad because I can't even reroll without dying. Right then. I'm probably going to bank one of these twos. I can still repair it by a lot. I can repair it by, 14. Right. Now the captain's going to come in here and he's not going to roll. He's not going to do a repeat and roll a lot of twos. He's going to roll all sixes, I think. Actually, no. Let's save that for when I need more luck. He's going to come in here and he's going to roll reasonable dice. Then the tech's going to wander off and provide assists. And we finish off this. Yeah, well, that sounds good to me. Let's do it. That's not bad, I've got food. Now, unfortunately, I don't have enough, though, to be able to use the double one. That sucks. I'm one short of what I needed. So I've got to use this, obviously, unless I re-roll. But then... I mean, I could re-roll, try to hit a... Yeah, okay, I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to try and hit a 2 for the and a 3. For obvious reasons. For the food and fix. He could get a little bit more stress, but... he can cope with it quite easily. And I've got the sensitives. I'll play with him. Okay. Or we could roll 2 ones again. Hey guys, let's roll ones into ones. Right, okay. So I'm going to put all these in. I'm having great luck this run. I'm going to buy this. And then we're going to shove that down there. At least I didn't get 5 by 2. Yeah. Rolling 4 ones is kind of run. Hi T12. Right. Tech, you're going to provide with 2 assists. I need 5 twos to die. How bad can my luck be this turn? Or I can go to the lab and get 3 assists. Yeah, it's a nice streak. Nice. That's a very nice flammable streak I've got there. The ship wouldn't want to drop a match on it. Well, it's a group, isn't it? That's a nice streaks you've got there. Right, I've got spare food. Right. I don't know if I want to get operations. I don't know how unlucky I can be because I could roll 5 twos. If I go to operations, at least I can't die, and I can put the rest into research. It's kind of a waste not getting this ship repaired though. Ah man, I'd have been pretty unlucky to roll 5 twos now. That could happen. And then, let me see. I'm on week 4 to go. I've got 3 weeks to go. If the specialist dies in the unluckiest of situations, I think I can make it to the end of the run on 3 crew from here. Although our health's really low, so that would be a struggle. I still think I might be able to make it with 3 crew even if the spec dies. Sorry for clicking my fingers. Right. Okay, let's do it. Let's repair the ship. Okay, I'd have to be seriously unlucky to kill a specialist if I've got assists. Take to med bay for heal assist. Take to med bay. You see, you make a solid point. Everybody's on low health. And I don't need ship bay. If I don't take it to the med bay, then that's going to restrict my choices. Yeah, I'm making mistakes this run. Yeah, you are correct. I need this because it opens up my options. I need people with high health to deal with injury events when they appear. If I was playing hard and I didn't get my health up, I'd be killing myself. You're correct. Who said that? Seriously, Dad's trying to kill me. Tech, my man's, are you right? You're right. Good job. Can't really use food next turn. Yeah, no. I can't. Well, 1 dice. Yeah. No, you're correct. There we go. Now, having said that, it does put a lot of pressure on me to roll 2 numbers above 5, but I've been seeing that a lot lately. Every time I try to get to one of these modules and roll 5+, I always need to roll 2 5+s. So it's very rare that I don't. So yeah, I'm going to do it. It's just that rare that it's just most of the time I need to roll 2 5+. Oh, come on, Joy! Why? Why do you do this to me? That would have been 3 repairs. Even though I don't need it in the maintenance. I could have had a repair. Ah, Joy! 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 At least roll the assists. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! That was a 6! Okay. Oh, okay. Game history. Confirmed. Right then. I got some duplicates to spend. I have a duplicate 1 and 3. Which I can't spend because I need 3 research. So the only thing I could do is waste the 2 and buy that suppression now. No heal for you, Joy. I think no heal for you. you don't deserve a heal. Yeah, I gotta do it. Okay, so we grab this. Let's see what comes here. Maybe we get med kits. That'd be nice. We got an anti-hemorrhagic. There you go. That'll heal somebody. Kale Kavam, or Vom. Kale Vom. That's quite hard for me. Thanks for following us, sir. Eat joy. Alright, and then, yeah, okay, we need these. Alright, let's back these. Oh man, this has been a rough run for me. It shouldn't be this rough. Let's go. I think I've used up all my luck, guys. You know, on my win streak, I think I've used up all my luck. I think I'm finally out. My luck has been exhausted. Alright, okay. So the 3, obviously useless, although I may as well re-roll it and stick it in repair. You know, it's not like I don't have a lot of re-rolls. So I can't do any better than that. Sell these. Reroll the 3, what am I aiming for? Don't need that. That would be nice. That would be a lot better than but you know, I'd have to get up the specialist obviously. But okay, so let's try to get something I don't know how to. Let's get a 5 or 6. Alright, okay, that works. That means I don't have to take the anti-hemorrhagic. Now, it might still be a good idea because I don't think I'm going to take one of the others. And it at least gives the specialist a lot of health. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it. One less person that needs to heal. Too bad J Cross was ejected into space. Or the more meat. That's true, yeah. We want to eat more people. Okay, no movement damage, minus dice. No movement damage. Minus dice. Okay, that's pretty bad because of the number of dice that leave me on. There's food that we don't need, but -1 ship is, you know, that's so nice when you see -2 ship, and then when you really see -1, it's like, well, that's not too bad. Let's take it. Alright, let's finish. I'm trying to speed things up a bit because obviously this one's taking a while. Right, that one's got the worst dice. Obviously, 3 dice is not as bad as 2. 2 void is not as bad as 4. No injury dice, that's good. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. But I could use it. So that, I'm probably going to aim for that or that. Probably going to aim for the repair arm. Right. So, first move. Obviously, I consider the captain here. The commander won't gain any dice, but that's okay. Because this is most, I'm most likely going to send 2 people into anyway. And it's the place I want to do first, unless obviously I bring more assists in. Let's think about bringing more assists in. Obviously I can pick up assists here. Or I can try to pick them up with Joy. Captain. Commander. I guess Joy. Yeah, that's harsher on her rerolls ability, but the rerolls are only that useful here anyway. Captain. Commander. Tech. Right, okay. I've worked it out. I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. If the tech goes here first, obviously she's going to get another dice from the captain. So the tech goes here first. Now obviously the captain's going to could complete this in one roll, but getting more assists over here is nice too. So yeah, we're going to do that. Oh come on, there's going to be no 6s. Right, there's the assist, got blown. 1 off solving it. 1 off. The 1. I don't think 1's that important. And the assist would be nice, but I'm going to burn them anyway if I come back here. Or you know, there's always that chance. I might not. So. You know, worst case scenario, I just don't get a bank of 1 or put it in there. Alright, let's solve it. Right, okay, now we're out of assists. Obviously, I can't do anything about that. We gotta go to the lab. Good thing you can't die from stasis and void. Now watch me roll all 2s now until the end of the turn. Let's see what you actually get. I was close. I'm 1 off. I've been 1 off. I've lost track of how many repairs I've been 1 off now. But it's been a lot. I've been 1 off a lot of repairs. Well, I may as well use my ability. It's not that the next person here can do that. You know, I could bank it. It's not a bad idea right now if I bank the 3 at all. Because this is going to get reduced so low that we should be able to fix it with anyone. You know, and having said that, why don't I pick up 3 assists? Let's pick up 3 assists. Then the next person here can't possibly roll all 2s. It just sucks being 1 off. Roll 3 4s into void. Yeah, I think I've had worse than that as well. I hate void. Everybody hates void. Right. I could send the captain there on his own to fix that. My best bet right now, even though the 2 void is worse than the 2 stasis, is probably to send the specialist over here and let her use the assists. Because it's not like I can buy more assists here. You can only use this once per turn. So I can't send the commander up here, captain up here, buy more assists. So I'm probably going to let the specialist use this. Now that said, if I get my number stuck on 2 and 3, there's a good chance that I get more than one number stuck on 2 and 3 and it's repair anyway. So if I take that into account, I may as well do this one first. Do you know what I mean? I think if I don't fix this, it's not the end of the world. Plus I'll get repairs. So, you know, the worst case scenario is that I get a shitload of repairs. That's not bad if worst case scenarios go. Let's go up here. What's with these rolls? What is? Can everybody please stop hitting 3 hazard dice every turn? You know, that would be great, especially when there's only 2. I mean, when there's 3, I kind of expect to hit 3. When there's only 2, and my guy's still ahead in 3 on most of the turns, and I'm like, guys, you need to roll seriously a lot better than that. Okay, right, let's stop complaining because it's not like we're dead. Obviously, I can solve that with 1 dice if I had a 6. I don't, so I can solve it 2. Probably use the 4, 1, 3. Use the 4. Go back those. I kind of want that though. Right, let's see what we get. Come on, come on, come on. Yep, that'll do. That's pretty good. Right. Okay. Please don't roll horribly. Please. Well, yeah, see, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Because I fixed this in 2 dice. Now, unfortunately, I have to roll a 3 to get a repair. But if I fail, I get repair arm, so that's not bad either. Let's do it. Come on. Trying to roll a 3. Okay, still trying to roll a 3. Okay, that sucked. Grab this. We got that, so I should score. Hey Jaden, there's no open space. What's up? How's it doing, Jaden? Good to see you again. What's that? Fellfish dices. Right. +1 health for everybody. -1 dice for only 2. So that's not too bad. How did the dice land in 0 gravity is the real question. They landed poorly. You're good. School got cancelled from snow. That's pretty good. That's one of the nicest things about snow in school, I guess. The greenhouse centrifuge has a little gaming table for ship operations. So people go to the greenhouse and then they use the little flip table and then decide who gets the short straw today. Who gets to eat somebody? Right, okay, +2 ship. Obviously, I think that's useless. Yeah, it is. -1 health. So over that, that's just going to drop my health. +1 health for everybody. -1 dice. That's not too bad. I mean, I don't really want to lose the dice when they're at 5. But it's not the end of the world. This one's only minus health. One's +3 health. Obviously, losing dice is horrible. So, I mean, even though this one's useless, they're still both kind of pretty bad. They're relatively equally bad, which is really surprising. That would be really good if the ship was actually damaged. This would be an amazing project if the ship was actually damaged. Now, because the ship's not actually damaged, you know, it's not as good. I think the game is telling me to pick this. If I pick this, it's going to slap me with something horrible, I think. I take this. Let me just have a look at my projects. Shame I don't really get which restore dice back, but you know, you never know. Maybe I get all injury events this week. Right. So take this. Because according to the last week, obviously I want to eat the last bit of meat, so I don't want to restore everybody's dice. That's going to be pretty easy. I don't think I have a chance of doing that anyway, so let's not worry about it. Ship explodes and now it's useless, minus the snow. So the great thing about snow is that you can cancel school, but minus the snow. 3 feet of snow. Right, okay. The circus on said. -1 health all. Half the shipping damage. Pretty high repairs, I've got to say. I mean, none of these are going to help me this turn. Oh, excuse me. Kind of need 2 people with decent health to come and 6 this. Obviously, Alistair is one of them. Probably the captain there because he's got less dice, so less likely to die. So Alistair would take her turn first, then the captain would come in, unless he needed assists. The tech, obviously we can die here too. Oh, wow, okay, this is a pain. Well, this is a surprisingly hard turn. I'm not so worried about the minus health at all as the injury die. Yeah, exactly. That 26, and it's double injury die, and we're gonna. Surprised at how hard this one has been. Right. The specialist obviously going to burn an assist and lots of health. That's fine. In fact, the specialist can even, if I can make the specialist wait until I'm out of assists, but that would mean taking the captain in first. That said, we won the last week. It doesn't matter if you start within dice, right? So I can send even though it's fixed, it can take it. That's true. I mean, we don't even have to fix this one. You're right. I mean, I don't even need to fix this. If I fix this and this, I've won. And the reason for that is, have I won? Let me check. Yeah, the ship will be on 6. The worst possible event is going to remove 3 from the ship hull. So the most I can take next turn, if I just fix these 2, is 5. 2 from this, and then 3 from whichever new event. So as long as I fix this, I've won the game. Or if I fix this and not this, I've won. You let it unfixed. It's not a bad idea, because I'd be focusing all my dice over here. And move points. Yeah, it's more points. It's going to be a terrible score anyway, though. Score won't be great. I think that's the smartest thing to do. Let's play smart. Let's not go for a perfect one here. If we play smart, then we ignore this and it's injury dice. And we focus all of our attempts on this. So that would mean the specialist would come over here. You know, she'd take movement damage, but she'll still have more health than anybody. And then she fixes this. Then the commander maybe comes down here. Tries to fix this. If I get super lucky, he can reduce his stress. The captain can just restore dice or something, and the tech. I don't know. I could grab food. I don't know. If I just focus on these 2, it makes the turn really easily. The delay is like 0. Oh, it's your son. Tech roll for assistance suppression. Movement suppression. That's not a bad idea. Okay, so the tech, I think you're right. Pin. Although, you know, I'm assuming that I can beat this with 3 people. I think I can. I should be able to. I'm sure the spec, especially with assists, can beat this. And I'm pretty sure these 2 people can beat this. Okay, so let's make the tech. Now I could roll for the movement suppression. It's only going to be 1 health. I think I'll move the tech here, and she can roll for extra food that we don't need, just for points, and assists. So I'll do that. I might screenshot this and put it in the puzzle thread, and just say what's the safest way to do this turn. So it's game 23, week 2. What is the safest way to do this turn? Still win the game. Now, of course, I say that, and we've worked all this plan out. The commander's going to be on 1 health after this. No, she's not. What am I talking about? No, she's not. No, she's not. Because we'll clear out health. Yeah, that's fine. What is the safest to do and still win the game? Points don't matter. Yeah, he means the flight control ability, which, you know, it's true. As somebody said before, you know, you could use this mid-turn to prevent movement damage if you expect to take a lot. And I forget about it completely. You know, I rarely ever use that. I don't think I ever have, apart from at the end of a game. Hi, Wonton. Yeah. Pretty rough run I had actually. Right, okay. So there's what am I doing? I just need. Should I bank 2 6s? I'll bank 2 6s because I might roll a 5. And now I didn't, but I rolled a different pair. So we'll grab the assists. Obviously the 2s might be useless. Let's have a look. Yeah, we have to lose the 2, unfortunately. You're welcome. I sent Zach an email answering his questions. I haven't checked if he got it yet. Watson, we win a Space Game Junkie next week. What's Space Game Junkie? Is that another forum? Right. I can't remember the rest of the plan now. I think it was this, wasn't it? We're just going to ignore that. Come to here. I want to clear this in a few dice. Now obviously I can clear it in 3, but that would be a re-roll. Is clearing it in 4 that bad? I need to roll a 5. Excuse me. I can pick up 1 dice for free. Don't think it makes that much difference. Should I pick up the dice for free? I think I should. Let's do it. Okay. Right. What's the commander gonna do? I think we just move the tech first just to make sure that we got the assist, don't we? I was thinking I might end up with the captain here with nothing to do. Right, yeah, if I clear this really well, I can reduce stress as well. No. Oh, I could roll like that. I might just re-roll again. I can reduce stress. Because I haven't solved it. I'm 1 off. No, I'm a couple off. Yeah, typical. Alright. Yeah. Do that. You never get to do anything fun. Mine's hanging out. Mike, the only choice, and creator Tharsis. Nice. And Alex. Oh, Space Game Junkie is a podcast that the Tharsis devs will be on next week. And you might be able to join. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Princess Tharsis, his favourite game recently. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wrote that in my I wrote that in my email. Yeah. on my stream thread, made this comment now. I said that, you know, if people find that in the game strategy matters, they should post a positive review to counter all the ones you know, all the neg ones that say otherwise. Oh, Pin. Yeah, Pin's already reviewed, and I've reviewed, obviously. He's active in the forums to school the goofballs. It's a constant irritant that the game has mixed reviews because people don't understand how to play. Yeah, no problem, Monson. You know, I do think other people should say the same thing too. Because, you know, no one might necessarily see that comment. So I do think everybody should maybe post another. I know it's been done before because I posted in that thread as well. It could make another thread where, you know, people should say, you know, good idea if you enjoy the game, post a few positive reviews. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unfair though, because it's really unfair because you get these negative reviews on something that's false at the end of the day. So you think there are some things that could use some work. So if you don't like an awesome review, yeah, be constructive. Exactly. Right. Right. Obviously, we fix this. Oh yeah, add a view ship button somewhere around here. You know, we don't care where on the interface it is, but some people would like to be able to view a ship. Obviously, you don't want to break anything here and add because there's no bugs in this game apart from you know, a couple that only help the player. That you know, that obviously I don't use any of those, but because it would be obvious if I did, if you knew what they were. But yeah, I mean, there's no bugs that prevent gameplay here. So if you can add a view ship button here, you know, after you've taken your roll, obviously, because before you can just click back, just to help with making decisions. I mean, in some games I can't remember everything. So anything that means I don't have to remember helps. You know, in this game I can usually remember what I need. But still, everyone wants it, I think. Yeah, the view ship thing. Let's have a look. Add a view ship button is my own images. Also make the cutscenes optional. That's my problem with them so far. Low percentage of them are actually constructive negative views. Yeah, I mean, I don't actually know how many of them are just negative and complain about you know, the fact that the game has dice. Right, anyway, where was I? Let's make sure we solve this. Yes. I got 6. I can boost dice, that's good to score. I can only bank one of these anyway, so I'd have to use both these 2s. You know, obviously, no, that'd be silly. Yeah, I'm gonna use both 2s anyway, so it's obvious. Who's calling me during the streak? Yeah, so like I said, even with the event on the end of the ship, we can't lose the game now because the most damage we can take this turn is 5. And we have 6. One team came here to distract me in 2 ways. On here and, you know, calling me via the phone. Telemarketers, let's eat them. I think we're running out of things to eat because we've decided that we're going to eat telemarketers the ship, and we're also going to eat Joy. No movement damage. Obviously, that's nice at the end of the turn. Silverback Slash, thanks for the follow, by the way. Thank you so much for the follow. No movement damage, obviously, nice. I lose 6 points and a little more if I take this option. This one plus 1 food, so I gain 15 points. They're both minus dice, so I may as well take the one that boosts my score. That's a pretty easy choice, to be honest. No point spending food unless I think I can get more out of it. Oh. That said, let's get the cannibal unlocked. Miranda, a fixed view ship would be a nice feature. For example, now in the module repair screen, we can't see the ship and the crew light in the module repair screen. Module repair, yeah. You mean at the end of the dice rolls? Obviously, I don't know where you are on the stream because I don't know how long the delay is. But that is when we need it. We need it after the dice roll. Yeah, it's the same suggestion, I think. After dice. Before placing dice. Because you can always back out. Wanton, what happens if you take movement damage to go to a module and click back? Is the damage reversed? I never tried it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can have it. You can have it. Good time. Oh, Pin, you've seen that. Okay, thanks, Pin. See, I wasn't sure. Right. You effectively decided to not go, yeah. Because you know, obviously when you enter there, you can see that your health has been reduced. So I wasn't sort of clicking back would actually restore the health. So hold on, let me just add that to my notes in case I forget. But yeah, it's a medical miracle that the damage reversed, but a miracle nonetheless. Alright, there we go. Right, back to the ship now. Obviously, alright, I'm gonna send Techie up. You can always write the event and the crew positions provided in a piece of paper. That would make my turns take a bit longer. You know, people in general could. I just try to remember because I suppose it helps because I've planned out the turn already, so I kind of know what everybody should be at. But if you didn't plan out the ship at a turn in advance, I can see how people would have, you know, even more difficulties than I do not being able to view the ship because they wouldn't know what everybody else was at. Screenshot's probably easier. That's true. That's true, yeah. And that would be a lot of screenshots. So yeah, it's an even easier would be if the devs could add the view ship button. What does everybody think? Think about MFETs casting 5 instead of 6. Would that make the game too easy? Because injury dice are pretty important. My spelling sucks. Too easy. But if you click on the view ship button instead of a module, it does 1 ship damage per click. Right, anyway, sorry, where was I? yeah, tech obviously. Let's try and reduce the. Oh, of course, we've got -1 health all, so everybody's going to lose health, but nobody's going to die. And we're going to pick up as much food as we can. Repair the ship. Yeah, okay, this looks good. I'll work it out as I go along. David's sure we're kidding or not. I hope you're kidding. There's a button and I'll start clicking it. And then it just explodes. Right. We got the movement thing. That looks good. I'm gonna roll those. Yeah, to roll them all. I'm not sure. I'll hold the 4. Yeah, I can hold the 4. Whenever this track comes on my music playlist, I always notice because 1, it reminds me of Castle Crashers, and 2, it's one of the tracks I recently added since I started streaming again. So I just got bored of the same tracks on my music track all the time, so I went through and I looked and I found like another 2 to add. What's Laser Life? What's Laser Life? Is that another game? You guys are going to have to make me Google Laser Life now. What is it? You think it was on sale until yesterday? Oh, that kind of sucks. Laser Life. It's a game about J. Cross. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm just going to see and add that to my wish list. I'm seeing a lot of. I'm seeing. still looks very interesting right now with dark. Wow, I like these games. I've got them already, but I like them. Darkest Dungeon, Jagged Alliance, Flash Black, Risk of Rain on sale. You guys should think about picking up Risk of Rain if you don't have it. That's a classic game as well. Okay, so anyway, that was my quick look on the store. Right, Laser Life. I'll add that to my wish list, and I'll probably pick it up. When it's on sale, maybe next time again. Give you $15. Laser Life is a music-driven game. You release prior to Tharsis. Stories intertwine a bit. It's good, but it's an entirely different genre. Right. What was I doing? Could bank everything. Alright, let's do that. And then obviously we want this. That would be pretty nice. We want all of this. Let's send the commander next. Yeah, if I get anti-hemorrhagics, it would go on the captain anyway. Maybe. Maybe not. It's unlikely we're going to get enough research for all of these things anyway. unfortunately 2 sixes is a pain. See if we can get rid of those. I was trying to... Ah, that was almost a... Everybody dogpile on joy. Right, so I've got 6. I'm going to try and spend this entire bank. Guess that's worth around maybe up to 12 points. I'm not sure exactly how much points is for trash. That's worth like 15 points. That's worth 5, 15, 12, 5, 12. It doesn't add up though. I have to buy these 2, it's the only one that adds up to 6. So let's hope we get enough for this. I don't know if we will. What could possibly worth 4 points? Yeah, okay. I get this first, because I might get something worth 1. Nope, I got health kits. Okay, that's a shame. That's a lot of 1s and a 4. I don't want to keep the 4 one up. Let's keep it for now. No, let's roll it. Right, I got a 5, that's not bad, and another 1 and 4. Okay, so see what I can do with that. That's too many 1s. I'll hold the 5 and move all these. What should we get, like 5, 6? Or I'm gonna hit more duplicates. That's a pain. Okay, right. Okay, let's see what we can do. That's too many 1s. I gotta move all at least to 1. Yeah. That didn't help either. Later, Wanton. That didn't help either. We don't need the health. Let's grab this. Catch you later, Wonton. Right, that's good. That's perfect. That'll do. Right. Let's update this. Coming up to game 24. DD Joe has posted something from developers. I totally feel for you and understand the game is that. I don't understand the game is that down about your game. Yeah, I mean. Because I've matured enough to be able to clearly see both sides' point of view and judge justly. Yeah, they give you options to beat it. Sadly, they provide this game to a clientele that has been terribly spoiled by easy games that are spoiling that. Ever since a lot of game developers realize that some people just play games for the game and to beat it. I mean, to number 2, some play for fun, some play just because they have nothing better to do. Some tricks and some stuff. All of this is very well and good. Yeah. Chess. Then comes dice rolling. Dice rolling. Such an easy thing to do. Just try and get a result. Complain about lack of luck source is an easy thing to do. We're slowly growing into a society that happily complains and rarely works against this. Oh, so what happens? Wait, what? Yeah. Hard next. Hey, Adam 6. You think it's the Soul Cube from Doom 3? It's something when people... Sorry. When they don't win. But then again, you need to know what you're trying to win. Tharsis isn't just a game where your good luck can carry through 100%. You need to work some. On the other side, well, that's a lot of back and forth. On the other side, it's just so easy to play the game. You press keys and stuff. Sometimes that even if you're thoroughly unlucky, you can still win the game if you strategize properly. Yeah, the question is what you get out of it. This game is for people who like to think. We don't have to. I think you can beat this game and have fun in it without thinking as well. You just won't get as long as a winning streak. The observations when you flat out lose are the options when you flat out lose higher until you unlock extra crewmen. Less than 25%. Read before buying, know themselves, understand the experience they'll be getting, correlate all 3. That's true. What did I say in my review? I think I said watch some videos before buying maybe. And then some problems will be solved. Okay, right, I read his post. Yeah, that's another good score for me. It's game 23. What am I reading? Hi, Pinback. I was reading, if you look at the top of, I think, the strategy forum, there's a game by, let me check his name again so I say it right. Okay. So it's made along, sort of trying to make a very, I forget the word for it. And I read it in my email today. Objective, yep. He's trying to make an objective post about the game, and that's in the top of the strategy forum in Tharsis. That's what I was reading. Right. This is good. I looked at these. There's a lot up here. Well, I do tend to think that you. Right, stats. I'll save this. But I think that might end on this run. Game 23. Last game was rough. Makes him on hard. Not stream, streak. Yeah, I don't know why. You got 1785. Nice! 1785 is great. Sounds like a bug. It's reporting total number of events, not number of events solved. You got 370 for 42. I've never got that low. Why do you get 410 for 42? That I don't know. I haven't worried out why the score differences either. Right, okay. Right. Here we go. Let's see how long the stream is so I know roughly as well where it is. Well, really? That long? Wow, okay. How long it is. Yeah, that's good. That's a good timing. Because I was breaking my videos up into 2 hours, so being at 4 hours. Is a good place to see the start of this run. Maybe. Hi, Namidian, by the way. Maybe certain events are worth more. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's lots of theories. Events with more, amount of time, events sitting the chip, unrepaired, overturns, etc. Maybe even just how many left on the ship at the end. Even though there's a separate score for that. Anyway, okay. Where is the thing? So I'm expecting 2 events until week 7.